Hi, today I'm going to be teaching you how to play Canada the United States. So for starters, we won't need a wallet, so I'll put that off to the side. Now, in Canada the United States, you are using these resources on the edges to build these small buildings. So then eventually you get enough resources to build 3 big buildings over the course of the game. So let's set up. To set up, take the 9 estates, give them a shuffle, and then lay them out in a 3x3 grid just off to the side. With one thing, the nobility goes in the top row, so peasant goes in the bottom row, so we'll play another one, and clergy go in the middle. So there we go. We'll just keep doing it like that. And then clergy and clergy. Okay. So we're going to be building 3 of these over the course of the game. Then, the main focus of the game is these. First, make sure all the cards are facing with the square side up, not the indented side. Then, once you have, give it a shuffle. And now we can start. We're going to choose which side we want to start the game off with. So we can start with either a clay resource or an iron. And while we're here, let's go over what the resources are, or like what the card overview is. So here's what the card's name is, image. Here's what it costs to build the card. So this case takes a worker and ore. Or we could build this one, which takes a clay and a worker, but it gives us a permanent clay resource, or one that we can use. Then there's these 2 resources, and we are able to use whichever one's on top. So if this side was facing up, we could use that resource. This one, we could use that resource. And the final thing that's on the card is these little words at the top which say what's on the other side. So in this case, it says the market and shipwright, which is the market and shipwright. Okay? But I think it was like this. Alright. So, that's set up. Now let's teach you how to play. To play, we're going to, on your turn, you will take the first card, move it over here, or if there's already a card here, you'll take the next one. Or when you move a card there, if there's already a card there, you'll flip it. And so revealing a new resource. You'll make sure to flip it like horizontally, not that way. Okay. So there's that. Or after you flipped it, you can then build a card if you want. So for this one, for example, we could build this one because we have a gold, which is a wild, except for it can't replace workers, but it can be a wild for anything else. So say we want to build this goldsmith, we want to build this tavern because it'll give us more workers, which workers are one of the things you're going to find the most that you're going to need. So let's build this tavern. To build it, we need a wood and a worker. We can use this gold as the worker, or as the wood. Then we need to find a worker. So we'll use this one. And to indicate that we used it, we'll just rotate it slightly. And then it goes out here. And so we now have a tavern. And that we can use is by rotating it slightly as one worker. Okay, the next turn, we'll move out the next card. And so now that we have a brief overview of this, let's take a look at the grid. So we're going to be building 3 cards here, 1 peasant, 1 clergy, and 1 nobility card. However, when we build a card, so for example, we say we build the town square. For example, if we built the town square, if we built that, we go over here, but then all cards in its row and column are removed. So then we only have these ones. And for example, if we built that one, these two would be removed. We'd only have that one left. Okay? So that's how you build them. However, most of these require a worker. And then for this one, we also have to have built a blacksmith and a market. So let's see what we want to build. I think I want to build the city walls, the monastery, and then let's build this castle, I think. No, those don't go well together. Let's build let's build the city walls, the manor, and the monument. Because these two go together, and these two kind of go together. Alright, so that's our goal for the game. So we kind of want to build this one, and this one. So, to build the city walls, it's going to require us to get a worker, a blacksmith, and a quarry. Yeah. So, let's see. Blacksmith is right here, but we don't have the ore necessary, and I don't see a quarry. There is a quarry on the other side of this card, one on the other side of this card. So let's just go to the next turn. Well, actually, is there something we can build? We could build a shipwright, which will give us a point. Yeah. Alright. So we want to build a shipwright. Oh wait, this requires this type of school, which we don't have. Never mind. So, yeah, I'm not going to build anything. So I'm going to flip this. That now gives us wheat. Move this over. And let's see. We got a worker, wood, and a wheat. Let's see. Is there a school on one of these cards? No. Church. Market? Oh, yeah. Oh. I can't. I'm blind. There's a school right here, which we will need. So, let's use... Oh, but we want the quarry on this. There's a school on this card. I really am blind. Wow. Alright. We're going to use this worker and this wood to build this school. So let's place it there. Flip this card over. So we now have a school, and we can now build that quarry. However, we don't have any, whatever it's called, clay, because all on the other side. Oh, let's look through these ones. So this one has a stonemason and a blacksmith. Stonemason needs a quarry. Yeah. And the blacksmith just needs ore. Okay. Here's this side, I believe. So, to build it, we want to get some ore production if we can, and a quarry, which we don't have either. Now, I think I'm just going to flip this. Go to the next one. And we can now build sawmill, armory, shipwright, or market. Don't really want any of those. Let's go with nothing again. So I'm just going to flip. Go there. Okay, we get gold. So that's helpful. Except I don't have the quarry anymore. So we will actually use this goldsmith and this card to build the sawmill, using this as a wood and that as a worker. So we flip that one over there. Wait, actually, we could have used that one. Oh wait, no, never mind. So we use that. So now I have a sawmill, and we can use each of these once per round to generate a resource. So we want to use this for the stonemason. Oh, this goes here. Sorry. Alright. I think that's the end of the round for me. So we now flip this back over. We now have one of three options. I can either rotate one card in here when I come to it, rotate the entire deck, or give it a shuffle. So I can only see the top card, then what I remember. So do I want, here, we want this quarry and we want to build it. So I think I'm just going to go with, we'll rotate one card when we come to it. So let's start the next round. This new round is going to go here, and each round scores us -2 points. So we need to make sure that we're using as few rounds as possible. Otherwise, we're going to start racking up negative points. So, to start, I'm going to just move this over so I can build this quarry. So, let's rotate this tavern a little bit to indicate that we used the resource, the worker. And we'll use this clay to build this quarry. So now we can produce clay, and we are on our way to getting these ones. So we'll move that over. We want to get that blacksmith first and a stonemason later. So, let's see. Let's try. What I'm gonna do. Oh no! All right, we're gonna just build a stonemason, I think. So we're gonna use this worker to build a stonemason because it needs a quarry and a worker. This gives the worker, and we have a quarry already. So is that. So I'll move on this next card, which has a school, which is another thing we need. But we need a worker. So, unfortunately, I'm going to have to flip that. We'll move the next one there. Still no workers. Okay, wait. This one has a worker if we rotate it. But there's nothing that we want to build yet. So, we'll just flip. Okay, there's a worker. And there's a church on the side. We don't need a church though. There's a stonemason. We already have one. Mill. Ooh. I think I might have screwed myself. There's a farm and a school, farm and a quarry. I think I built the last blacksmith. So yeah, there's a blacksmith here. And there's a blacksmith there. I think that's the only two. So, whoops. So we're not going to be able to build a blacksmith. Which means... So, here's the thing. I have to build a peasant estate before I can build a clergy. I have to build a clergy before I can build a nobility. I can't go with them out of order. So, I think it's time to pivot. Because I'm not going to be able to complete this. And same for this one. So, let's go for the market and shipwright, I think. Yeah, let's see. There's a market right here and a shipwright right there. So I think we're good. Okay. So to get this harbor, we need a market and a shipwright. So let's see. If we can get either one. We're gonna use this guy's resource. We'll use the wood on this one and the wild here to build the market. So we're halfway there, and this has to get flipped, which gives us a stonemason and a tavern. We don't have any workers. Oh, but wait, we can rotate one. Well, we're at the end of the round, and I don't think I can. And I can only rotate a card, I think, when it's on my turn. Like when that card's in one of the 3 active spots. So let's see. No, we want on this side. So I guess I'm just not rotating anything this round. Whoops. But we're going to start round 3. And I'm just going to rotate a card again this round. So we have these. We have a farm and quarry. Farm and school, we don't need any of those. Quarry and tavern, we don't need that. Armory and shipwright. Okay, we need a shipwright. So I'm going to flip that. Move that over. Okay, we have this tavern. So, actually, here's what we're going to do. Because if we look, shipwright needs a wood and a thing. And we should have it with these. Okay. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to rotate the tavern a little bit and rotate the sawmill a little bit. It's giving me a worker and a wood. We're going to build a second tavern, which will give us some extra points at the end of the round. Then I'll flip this card, move that one over. Then use the worker on here and this gold as a wood to build a shipwright. Which flips and okay. And so that's got done. We do have a tavern still, so that's nice. Which actually means we can finish this round. Okay, so we built that. So now we want to build our estate. So this one needs a market, a shipwright, and a worker. We'll use this tavern for the worker. We have a market and we have a shipwright. So we get to build it. That gives us 6 points. Then it removes these 2 cards and these 2 cards. So that's great. So now we can build one of these 2 clergy ones. Except we have no churches. And let's see, this one doesn't have any churches. So I'm going to call the round, so these were quick rounds. I'm going to call the era over. So now we're going to score. So this card, we'll just put off to the side from that. To score our era, we score any estates we built this era. So it's 6 points. Okay. Then we'll also score each 1 point for every structure. So let me just unrotate these real fast. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 structures. Then we'll gain a point for every duplicate structure, which we only have 1, so we have 2 taverns. So we'll score 1 extra point. So that's 8, 9 plus 6. So that's 15 points so far. Doing pretty good. Then we also get 2 points for these shields. So that's 17 points. However, we also lose 2 points for every round we played. So it's 1, 2, 3 point rounds. So 6 points lost. So we actually only got 11 points this round. So after done this era, we're going to pack everything up. Put all this back, reset the game almost to start. Flip all these back, they're square sides. Give them a shuffle. We do keep our estate. Let's put it over there. But we've already gained its points. Shuffle it. And we just start again now. However, this is where I'm going to end, as this gives you a good overview of the game. And so if you like this video, there should be another video up in the corner there. And so thanks for watching. Bye.